అందరికీ నమస్కారం. SBR టాక్స్ ఛానల్ స్వాగతం. ఈరోజు ఒక ముఖ్యమైనటువంటి వ్యక్తితో ఇంటర్వ్యూ చేస్తున్నాను. వారి పేరు నితిన్ కుమార్. వారు IIT ఢిల్లీలో ఎలక్ట్రికల్ ఇంజనీర్ చదువుకున్నారు. వారు స్వయంగా కోటాలో JEEకి సంబంధించినటువంటి అంటే IIT JEE అంటుంటాం కదా, ఆ కోచింగ్ తీసుకున్నారు. వారు హైదరాబాద్లో ఇప్పుడు మాడ్యులస్ అనేటువంటి JEE కోచింగ్ సెంటర్ జూనియర్ కాలేజీని వారు నడుపుతున్నారు. వారే డైరెక్టర్, స్వయంగా వారు మ్యాథ్స్ ఫ్యాకల్టీ కూడా. భారతదేశం మొత్తంలో కూడా రెండు ప్రధానమైనటువంటి కోచింగ్ సెంటర్స్ అంటే ఆ సిటీస్లో ఉండేటువంటి కోచింగ్ సెంటర్స్ పాపులర్. ఒకటి హైదరాబాద్ సౌత్ ఇండియా అందరికీ, నార్త్ ఇండియా అందరికీ కూడా కోట అనేది రాజస్థాన్లో ఉండేటువంటి ఒక ప్రముఖ పట్టణం, ఒక డిస్ట్రిక్ట్. అంటే మన తెలంగాణలో కరీంనగర్ అంత స్థాయి పట్టణం. నేను స్వయంగా వెళ్ళి ఒక 3 days ఉన్నాను కోటాలో. నేను కూడా అక్కడ పరిశీలించాను. చాలామందికి కొంత క్లారిటీ కోసము కోట అండ్ హైదరాబాద్ రెండు టౌన్స్ ఉండేటువంటి కోచింగ్ ట్రెండ్స్ ఎట్లా ఉన్నాయనే విషయం మీద మనం వారిని ఇంటర్వ్యూ చేద్దాము. వారు మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నాను, నితిన్ కుమార్ IIT ఢిల్లీలో ఎలక్ట్రికల్ చదువుకున్నారు, మాడ్యులస్ యొక్క డైరెక్టర్. సో వారిని కొన్ని జనరల్ క్వశ్చన్స్ తీసుకుందాం IIT కోచింగ్ మీద. నితిన్ కుమార్ సార్కు తెలుగు సరిగా రాదు కాబట్టి నేను ఇంగ్లీష్ అండ్ తెలుగు రెండిట్లో మిక్స్ అయింటుంది ఇంటర్వ్యూ. సో you are in Kota, Rajasthan when you were as a student, I think. So now you are working in Hyderabad as a faculty. So as a student in Kota, as a faculty in Hyderabad. So you know the trends of JEE coaching in North India and South India. How do you differentiate the JEE coaching trends in South and North? In other words, Delhi, Kota, Hyderabad. Any significant difference do you find in the JEE coaching trends?
Thank you first of all, sir. Thank you for inviting me to your channel. And just like you told, there are many differences in the teaching style, teaching methodology, and the culture of South India and North India. But I'll just and every culture have some merits and demerits. I'll just try to tell some differences between the coaching culture in South India as well as North India, especially about Kota. First of all, to the viewers who don't know what is Kota is a very small city, not very big city in the state of Rajasthan. So it is like Hyderabad is an educational hub for Telangana. So same Kota is an educational hub for North Indian people. So mostly people will go there. And there will be too much of debate that Kota is better or Hyderabad is better or which is better. So I'll just try to give you some clarity about the system of education, how the classes are conducted there. So the first difference between Hyderabad and Kota education system is, in Kota or mostly North India, coaching will be every day to the maximum of 6 hours. The coaching will not be more than 6 hours. So suppose students, if they come by 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, they'll go home by 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. While in Hyderabad, coaching will start mostly from morning 8 o'clock and it will be there till evening 8 o'clock, which has its own merits as well as demerits. So I'm not commenting which is better, but that is one difference between Kota and Hyderabad coaching culture. Second culture is the batch strength of student. Mostly in Kota, each batch may have around 250-300 students also. I studied in a batch of 230 students.
You studied in Bansal, I think.
Correct. So I studied in a batch of 230 students. Mostly in Hyderabad, the batch strength will not go up to this much strength. It will be up to 70-80, and many good coachings will have strength till 40, 50, 60 also. So that is the second major difference. Third difference will be, in Kota, there are more private hostels. Coaching center don't care about the student after they home. So mostly in Hyderabad, the coaching center itself will facilitate hostel. So they will take care of the student most of the time. They'll see student don't get distracted and they don't fall into the bad company. While in Kota, there are private hostels. So there is no proper supervision, and they can do so many things which should not be done. So that is, I feel, that is good part in Hyderabad, that hostel also is taken care mostly by the coaching centers. So that is one major difference will be coaching in Hyderabad is very serious kind of coaching. Okay. While in Kota, the coaching is teachers are a bit friendly.
Okay.
So I've seen if I recall my coaching, I've seen my teacher making fun about the student and sharing so many personal things. Even they will ask who went to see movies, and student will excitedly tell, I went to see movies yesterday. So the friendly culture is there, which again it has own demerits and merits. In Hyderabad, the culture is bit serious. So that is one difference. Then other difference will be communication language. In Hyderabad, mostly coaching will be in like regional or like English. In Kota, the mode of communication will be Hindi. That maybe the topic name will be in English, but the teaching will be entirely in Hindi. So this is like again a difference between Kota and Hyderabad. So these are like some of the major difference.
So one important thing is, as a student, you are in Kota, so you can recall your experience. How you are there in Kota, in Bansal. So you are in high pressure environment, and here you are seeing many students. Now you became faculty and director. So where the students were very happy, that is one question. Second one, the standard of the faculty. These two are the very two important things. So Hyderabad city faculty or Kota faculty level are a bit low standards academically. I want to ask you. Second one, student are deep stress. Hyderabad, so many things will be there. And Kota also, one movie also came. I think they were also in high pressure environment they are studying. So how do you compare these two? What is student point of view, pressure point of view, and a relaxation point of view? Second, the level of faculty.
Sir, now coming to the level of faculty, like if you speak like 10 years ago, like when I did coaching, maybe I'll accept that teachers were excellent in Kota compared to not only Hyderabad, compared to across North India. Like the teachers were very good in Kota. But now if you see, this Kota coaching center have came to multiple cities. So now the level of the teachers, I don't feel it will be like very different in Kota or in Hyderabad. I feel good teachers are present in India everywhere now, according to me. It is just like about, but coming to the stress point, like if you see about the stress, see, student will have stress if they are preparing seriously for advance, because this exam is all about competition. So even if the syllabus is very easy or very tough, stress will be there because it's a competition. Every year around 12 lakh people are fighting for it, and maybe some 20,000 students, including NIT and IIT, some 50 to 60,000 students will make it to this college. So stress will be there, but stress management is completely different in both the cities. For example, if you see, like many people feel that in Kota there is no stress, but let me tell you, when I passed out from Kota, after 2 years there were like many suicidal cases also. Normally we should not encourage these things, but that district magistrate of that city ordered Saturday as a fun day. Like there will not be any teaching, teachers will sing songs and they will like have some relaxation type of thing in Kota, which was really good. So stress in Hyderabad also, like if student will come at morning 8 o'clock and go home by evening 8 o'clock, definitely stress will come, because in India student don't want to study. That is a fact. We have to motivate him to study. Naturally he is not like, there are very less students who like studying. If you ask what is their hobby or what is your like what you wanted to do, study is considered as a work, that I am working hard if they study. Enjoyment will be playing cricket or badminton or like some of these things. So stress will be everywhere, but stress management is different in Hyderabad.
Sir, one thing, stress management is one point of view. Due to your timings also, some pressure is, the students are getting pressured.
Correct.
Because there some, as you said, 8 to 2 teaching hours will be there. After 2 o'clock, they will get some relaxation, so they can play, they can chit chat, and they can spend time according to their vision, their taste.
Correct.
But here, Hyderabad students, they don't have any option.
Correct.
So morning, maybe some institutions, I don't want to mention the names, morning 5 to evening 10 o'clock, is it required really to that extent? Morning 5 to 11 o'clock preparing, I cannot imagine also. But Kota timings are 8 to 12 only. So forget about Kota or Hyderabad. Which is beneficial for the students, for the achievement in their career or whatever it is, JEE or BITS, whatever it is. 8 to 2 are timings and some relaxation and giving freedom to the student to spend time in their own way. This is one strategy. The other one is keeping student from morning 5 to 11 busy without no Sunday, no holiday. So, student point of view, which is a better method to crack JEE, which is beneficial actually?
Sir, like first of all, like I can tell it very confidently, JEE Advanced or JEE Mains cannot be cleared by student if he is forced to clear.
Yeah.
So nobody can clear JEE Mains or Advanced. If suppose somebody, if suppose the student does not have any interest, but somebody is forcing him or her to clear, it is not possible according to me. Exceptions will be there, but 99% student cannot clear JEE Mains or JEE Advanced by just by force. So now coming to this morning 5 to evening 11, like 8 to 2 quota culture and Hyderabad culture mostly. According to me, sir, like 8 to 2 is also not good. 5 to 11 also is not. I'll tell you why. What happens in quota actually, suppose 8 o'clock student will come, 2 o'clock their classes will be over. They don't take doubt session. There is no culture of study hours in quota. Suppose if a teacher is there, like there is discrimination, like there is a senior teacher, there are junior teachers. So there will be doubt counters after 2 o'clock. Student have to go to doubt counters and clear their doubts. Teacher will come and teach. But I feel a student, like a teacher who's teaching in the class is capable, is better if we tell doubts to students also. Because his way of thinking and his way of instant thinking will be better than the people who are clearing doubts on doubt counters. So that is good in Hyderabad. Like the teacher will take classes also and they will clear doubts also. But morning 5 to evening 11 is like too much. Because imagine there, let us say in Hyderabad, some 2 lakh students are doing, like practicing for like doing study for JEE Advanced competition. Everybody will not get JEE Advanced. And according to me, student who is sincere and interested, if you give him free time also, he will only study.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to force him. But the student like who don't have that much interest to clear this exam, if you make him sit from morning 5 to evening 8, he will not study at all. He'll find the reasons how to make excuses, and because his interest is anyway not there and you're making him sit by force from morning to evening, actually not evening, night, so how the interest will come? But if you tell that particular student, okay, you come by 8 o'clock and just you give your best till 4 o'clock, after that you do what you wanted to do.
That's what you are trying in your
Correct,
institute, I think,
correct,
na? 8 to 5.
Yes.
And some for selected students,
Correct.
8 to 8, like that you are
Correct.
doing,
Correct.
which is in between Kota and this Hyderabad.
Correct.
Yeah.
So giving freedom to student is very important. We have to maintain a balance, sir. We cannot give complete freedom also. At the same time, we cannot be very, very like strict also. That normally I've seen, I won't name, I've seen they have allotted fixed time that during this time you have to study only maths. But I don't think it is the right thing. We should have that healthy environment. Out of 6 hours, we have to study maths 2 hours, physics 2 hours, chemistry 2 hours. Let student decide what is the time, because that is very important. If suppose student want to study chemistry and you're forcing him to study maths, so a timetable up to like 8 to 5 timetable is fine. You can fix a timetable. But once there are study hours, like the student will practice, that time you should give some freedom. Teachers will be available. You can do, if you want to do maths, do maths. You want to do physics, do physics. You want to do chemistry, you can do chemistry.
To crack JEE, morning 5 to like evening 9 to 10, it is not a mandatory. That's what you want to do. Not a mandatory. And one more thing is, students should have certain optimum freedom in a college.
Yes,
that is a necessity.
Yes.
Otherwise, they will be depressed also, because all students are not same. Na?
Correct.
So that's what you are trying in your institution, I think. Na?
And one more thing, like what I've seen, sir, I have seen student grown from 0 to hero after a period of 2 months, if the interest is there. And I have seen people like who are like exceptionally well in till 10th, and they have become like 0 almost because of the lack of interest, or because of the mentality that you have to study according to the teacher or according to the parents. So that is like, according to me, that should not be done. First idea should be to generate interest in student. So if you have to be a bit lenient in starting, it is okay. Student should have that feeling, my teacher is there to help me. Teacher is not there to scold me for every activity I do. So because if it is JEE Advanced coaching, I should not speak about extracurricular and overall personality development, according to me. We expect student want to prepare exclusively for JEE Advanced. So they have to study MPC. But according to me, they should focus on all things. Like that freedom is also important, so that you feel, okay, if I have doubt, my teacher is there to help. He will not scold me. So that is also, according to me, is very important. So that optimum level of freedom is very, very important. And morning 5 to evening 10, 11 o'clock is not mandatory for a student to do to clear advanced exam or mains exam. Because you see result is coming from north also, south also. So we cannot say maybe percentage is a bit higher in south. That is because, not because of this culture, but maybe because of awareness, more awareness about education.
Affordability is also
Yes. So, but normally good student, whether you give them for them time passing is also study only.
One more thing, sir. Actually, in the Hyderabad and these Telugu states, Sunday also the college managements are forcing to study from morning to evening. They are not giving any leisure. What do you feel actually? What the parents also thinking. So they were made to think like that actually by these so many corporate colleges, that no relaxation should be there, no Sunday should be there, no holiday should be there, no entertainment should be there. If you work in that way only, IIT you can crack, because IIT is very highly competitive, since that's why you should not have any rest. That is the only method or only criteria to crack IIT. So many innocent parents are thinking, wow, what do you think about the Sunday? Sunday also they should work, or Sunday they should be given freedom from the institution. So what do you say?
Sir, normally I think student will relate to me. See, sometimes student will be able to solve 20 question in 30 minutes. Sometimes they will solve only one question in 30 minutes. Because when they are able to solve only one in 30 minutes, they are not interested to study. So according to me, that time they should take a break. So ideally, like for students and for parents, I would say, or like for coachings also, according to me, 1 day in a break is mandatory to give off. There should not be teachers. There should not be like completely that proper schedule that you have to study this day completely. They should be mentally like relaxed at least 1 day in a week. But we can request, or we should like tell the message, we should give the message to student, but please earn this holiday. Remaining 5-6 days in a week, you work hard, and 1 day you take off. There is nothing wrong in taking off. That will actually help student to get more knowledge and to be more creative. That is very important. So according to me, 1 day in a week should be given a holiday for sure.
Naturally, when we are driving car, after 100 kilometers or 200 kilometers, we have to give a break. Otherwise, that engine will be heated.
Correct.
In meditation also, what is meditation actually? So working all the some 16-15 hours and giving some silence and giving some rest to the brain, half an hour, 1 hour, that is called meditation, we will say.
Correct.
For a mind also it is required, for engine is required. Parents and people are thinking that no rest should be there for students. If you give 1 day, it's a time waste, they are telling. So many parents also calling me. So I think, do you want to tell any final message to the parents about the rest and the timing hours? Any suggestions for the parents whose children are preparing for JEE? This is my last question, sir.
Sir, I will just tell in a very short way. I have so many friends who got like, some friends got All India rank 9, maybe in 80s also, 85, 71, 300, and 400, 700, 800, thousands.
You also got 359 rank, na?
Simply, sir, according to me, I will ask them genuinely. Some people will do self-study only for 6 hours. Some will do only for 12 hours. So there is no fixed method that if you study 12 hours or 13 hours a day, only you will get advance. One common thing was they were interested to clear this exam. And if they were failing, they were using as a motivation. They were not thinking it is very tough. So that is what I feel. There is no standard thing that if you study 13 or 14 hours per day, you will get advance. Otherwise, you are not in that competition. That is completely wrong. And according to me, don't think about statistic. Every individual is a unique. Just if he is consistent, he is interested, is like coaching is like giving good guidance and good knowledgeable teachers who will teach till advanced level. According to me, that is more than enough for a student to clear the advanced exam. So please, I'll request parents also, please don't expect that who will study more number of hours only will get advanced. That is nothing. Smart study is also very important. Not only hard study or hard work. Both are equally important. And student, first of all, should find interest. He should know why I need to clear this exam. He should not be in the rat race without any logical thinking. Like, why I'm following this, why I'm preparing for this exam. There should be a proper logic. He should be proper clear that what if I sacrifice these 2 years? What if I don't celebrate my birthday for this year? What I'm going to get next year? So you should know the reason, like worthy reason to sacrifice something. You should be happy. You should not feel bad. I'm not able to attend my family functions because I'm preparing. You should be okay. I'll attend next year's. This year, let me focus. You should have the interest in that advanced preparation. Then things will be very simple for him, according to me. So this is what I feel, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. So you have given me your valuable time. धन्यवाद. भारत माता की जय.
Thank you. Jai Hind.